Hey guys, welcome back to Dirt's Daily. Now those of you who have been watching my videos for a while know that I love 3 3/4 inch figures. In fact, I've been a fan of the DC Universe Infinite Heroes line ever since it first launched. I've collected just a stupid number of these figures, and as far as I'm concerned, you just can't go wrong with the heroes of the DC Universe. That being said, I flipped out when I saw that the Anti-Monitor was going to be the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive figure. Luckily for me, though, my buddy Duvall was heading to San Diego to cover the show, and he was able to pick one up for me. Now, there are a few flaws in the figure, but first, let's talk about the positives. I mean, first of all, look at him. How often do you see a day-glow orange, blue, and silver guy? That right there says quality, doesn't it? More importantly, though, the Anti-Monitor was a key figure in DC's Crisis on Infinite Earths, one of my favorite stories of all time. If you've paid attention to the Infinite Heroes line, you've seen that it says Crisis right here on the box. That's because these figures were in one way or another tied into the Infinite Crisis, or Crisis on Infinite Earths, or Final Crisis, or 0 Hour, or any of those type stories that DC seems to run across every few years. Now, the package on the Anti-Monitor is this square cover. Looks more like the Justice League Unlimited line than the Infinite Heroes. You might wonder why it doesn't have that hand reaching out like all the other Infinite Heroes packages. That's because that hand reaching through is actually the hand of the Anti-Monitor. He went back to the beginning of time and inserted himself into the role of God the Creator and tried to rebuild the universe as he saw fit. So it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to put his hand reaching through on his figure. It's kind of a neat touch that they actually thought that through and built a different package for him. If you look on the back of the figure, it looks just like all the other figures. It's got his information on the back, his stats, his abilities. It shows some of the other figures that will be available as a Crisis 4-pack exclusive at MattyCollector.com. But I just love the small touches on this package, like having the Anti-Monitor's artwork in the back and saying that he is figure infinite of Series 1. I just love that. Looking at the figure, too, he's Dayglow orange, blue, and silver. If that doesn't just scream out the ultimate of cool, I don't know what is. Well, okay, maybe not the Dayglow orange necessarily, but still. He's a neat-looking guy, and while he doesn't have any neck articulation, to be fair, in the comic design of him, he doesn't really have a whole lot of room for articulation. He does have basically the same as all the other DC Infinite Heroes, with the shoulders, elbows, hips, and knees. The one major flaw, though, in his articulation is in the hips. Now, all other DC Universe figures have basically the T-cut crotch, which allows for the legs to move back and forth freely and look a little more natural when they're posed. For him, though, they cut him at a V-shaped angle, which makes him look better when he's standing there. But when you actually go to bend the leg, they bend off to the side more than they do to the back. Now, I understand why they did that. They figured 9 out of 10 people getting this figure are never going to take him out of his case. But, you know, luckily I've got 2 of them. And so I was more than willing to open this bad boy up and take him out. Now, he stands taller than your other Infinite Heroes figures. You look at those guys, they're 3 3/4 inch figures. He stands almost 4.5 inches. So he obviously towers over them, but still fits easily into the line and looks as if he's an Infinite Heroes figure. I just love this guy. He's going to be one of my favorite collectibles I've ever gotten. And I can't thank Duvall enough for flying all the way out to San Diego just to pick one. Wait, Duvall, you were going out there anyway? You didn't go out there just to get me my toy? Oh, man. I'm heartbroken. I'm so... Oh, look at this guy. He's so cool. I can't stay mad. I love this little figure. I'm going to play with him forever. I mean, I don't play with my toys. I collect them. It's going on a shelf, and I gotta go. Talk to you guys later.